Hey everybody, welcome back on The Pursuit of Wealth. It's Rod with Powell Group. Today is a recap for Tuesday, April 6th, and the main focus of today's video is going to be on Coinbase's Q1 revenue jumping ninefold to $1.8 billion ahead of the company's public market debut next week, April 14th, ticker symbol COIN on the Nasdaq. So we'll look at that article, we'll look at some other news and events on the day, and we'll look at the overall broader and crypto market as well. But before we do, make sure to smash the like and subscribe to the channel. Keep this video a little shorter today as I am traveling. I'm currently in Calgary. It's a little echoey here in this condo, so apologies for that, but bear with me. And like I said, just who knows where I'll end up. It's the benefit of being able to work from wherever there's an internet connection. So moving on, Coinbase updated investors with first quarter financials as the company prepares for its direct listing on the Nasdaq next week. Company said revenue climbed more than ninefold from a year earlier to $1.8 billion, spurred by a surge of the price of Bitcoin. Net income climbed between $730 million to $800 million, just from $32 million a year prior. So I could see Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase, adding to the richest men lists and women and potentially the richest man in the world. If everything goes well, I'm extremely bullish on Coinbase, and I'll be looking to purchase it. I don't know if I'll be purchasing it right out of the gate on the 14th. I'll let everybody know, though, what my plan is there. So moving on, breaking news, Ripple scores first legal victory against the SEC as judge grants motion to compel discovery. I just did a video on this, so you can check that out for a bit more analysis on the crypto and XRP chart. U.S. considering joining boycott of 2022 Beijing Olympics. Also, California plans to lift most of the restrictions on June 15th, but keep mask mandates. Consumers spent $900 billion more online in 2020. Here's who will keep the biggest gains. Toronto home sales double in March. Average price hits $1.1 million. That is insanity. So taking a look at the crypto market, we are now over $2 trillion. Well, we're back under now, but we were over $2 trillion, and in large part thanks to XRP's recent surge over 100% in the last few days, reclaiming the $1 for the first time in 3 years. And we hit a high of 109. We had a double top there, so we'll see if we start to see any significant consolidation. But taking back that number 4 spot and could be heading to number 3 as Binance Coin has just been absolutely on a tear. And congrats to the bulls there as well. But market definitely a little shaky at the moment, but Bitcoin's just basically going sideways. So alt bulls love that, and it's paving the way for these alts. And look at the huge move here on Cardano today. We went from about $1.20 to $1.35 in no time, and then we just gave it all back. We had some FUD on XLM today about some transaction issues on the blockchain. That has since been resolved, it looks like, and price action says it's a non-event. And Ripple, like I said, just leading the charge, but nice V-shaped recoveries here for most names after that weakness to begin the day today. And LTC, Litecoin, just V-shaped right into a higher high. Man, what a move. So congrats to the dip buyers there. So taking a look at SPY. We'll also take a look at the Bitcoin chart. I do want to bring up, so XRP, we have support at 80 cents, but we had that 4-hour inside bar that broke bullish and then a potential double top. So we'll be scouting to see if we see 4-hour consolidation. If we lose the low of the previous 4-hour candle, then we'll look to this 80-cent support, which was that 4-hour bull flag that saw follow through. Taking a look at Bitcoin here real quick on the daily time frame. So we're still struggling at 60,100 resistance. If we can get above that, we confirm a daily uptrend, and we'll be looking to all-time highs at 61,788 on Coinbase. But holding EMA 12, forming a nice base of support there. It's looking good, and altcoin bulls just want to see Bitcoin go sideways for as long as possible. SPY, the S&P 500, broke the high of yesterday, but a little bit of a bull trap there, and I'm cautious. Like I said, we have a gap to fill here at 467. We still haven't changed the daily trend, and this move's all coming off the lows. Reminds me of what happened back here off 371 when we went straight V-shape into a new all-time high, and then we had no support really, and then we gave most of that move back. So let's see if we end up following a similar pattern. I would at least expect a back test of 400 and a potential back test of EMA 12 down around the 397s. But we need to set that higher low compared to 383.90. Bulls got a ton of room to form it and then change that daily trend. And the weekly EMA 12 has been rock solid. That is the line in the sand for me As long as we maintain that, bulls have full control in the medium to long term. And even in the short term right now, bulls are in full control, just basically going sideways here on the hourly, holding EMA 12. And it's been holding EMA 12 for quite some time. So if we do lose EMA 12, that'll be a notable shift. And 405.52 key support. If we lose that, likely heading to a gap fill here, as mentioned earlier. So taking a look at the dollar is still weak and consolidating on the daily, but just like SPY, it has a ton of room to form a daily high or low, and we have support at 91.30 and weekly uptrend intact, just like SPY, and we could see an EMA 12 and 26 bull cross there of those EMAs, but we did top out at EMA 12 on the monthly, like I mentioned a couple of videos ago. So take a look at some other sectors. QQQ essentially flat on the day. SMH semiconductors was down almost 1.5%, so notable weakness there. Let's take a look, see if there's any other notable movers. Oil was trying to bounce today, but daily inside bar, I believe it was. Yes, it was a lot of inside bars today. So we'll see if that tightening range breaks and see whether or not we see a daily bounce or further daily consolidation. The metals were strong today and continuing their daily bounce. So bulls pleased with the size of these bounces, as we're likely going to form a higher low compared to these lows here and attempt a daily trend change attempt. Biotech sector was extremely weak today, down over 2.5%, and pretty much everybody else was just either slightly green or slightly red. But moving on, just taking a look at some notable movers on the day today. We had Riot, OPK, AMC, BlackBerry. I added my BlackBerry position back. I entered a smaller position this time because of lack of support. I entered check out my previous BlackBerry trade review video, but essentially I entered off the 200 weekly moving average, and it ended up playing out perfectly. So I entered back on a flush of $9. And on the bull list, we have Roku, BLU, and the very good food company. So congrats to the bulls and the bears out there today. I hope you had a fantastic trading day today. Again, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor of any kind. Please do your own research. All investments have risks. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. We're going to end it there. Thanks again for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth for a daily market recap, everybody. Take care, and we'll see you a little bit later on for an MJ update video.